rocking? Let's pouch up.
Well, yeah, just the other day, I've been pretty much off restaurant food.
Yeah.
But I just had a strong hankering for McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I got the the Trump special.
What is his order?
It's like a fish fillet and a Big Mac.
That's what he gets?
Yeah. Every day. every single day, apparently. And you know what? Pretty good.
Pretty good?
I haven't had a fish fillet in a long ass time.
I don't think I've ever had a fish fillet.
It's not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean a Filet-O-Fish?
A Filet-O-Fish, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, folks.
My bad.
There was that picture of like RFK grimacing on the plane having to eat McDonald's as a show of subservience.
Yeah. And his smile and optimism gone.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the fish fillet and Big Mac. I pigged the fuck out, actually.
McDonald's is a nice restaurant to pig out at.
I've been a sick little puppy.
Do you find this though, when if you don't eat fast food for like over a week, you don't really think about it, and then you have it once, and then you like next time you get hungry, you're like, maybe I should get McDonald's again.
Yeah.
You get that?
I've done pretty well. It had been like about 2 months since I'd ordered any food from a restaurant.
Damn. It's because of your sourdough.
Yeah. I just eat nothing but sourdough. Straight sourdough slop. Vinegary ass straight sourdough.
Yeah.
By the spoon.
Yeah. And
directly out of the urn.
Let it grow in your stomach.
Yeah, and just, have I been having diarrhea every day? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's actually a good sign.
Actually, it's good. That's my body getting rid of poison.
And would you rather have the diarrhea inside you?
Gross.
Festering?
Would you rather have all this liquid shit just sitting in your body? No.
Yeah, it's better out than in, right?
Get it out.
But yeah, I got Filet-O-Fish, Big Mac, snack wrap, and some McDoubles. I was just like, I'm too damn sick. I wasn't even that sick. I was very modestly sick. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to order like 8 things from McDonald's.
How far did you get into that order before you were like, oh, Jesus?
Basically after I ate the Filet-O-Fish, I was like, well, I'm kind of full now.
I'm pretty well good now.
But I powered through. It's very brave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff from the Chrome Boys this week.
I ate a bunch of stuff at McDonald's. I actually ate a bunch of food from this week's been pretty hard for me. I had to eat a bunch of stuff from McDonald's, so yeah. I get like I always, when I go there, I'll get like a meal and then I'll get like 6 nuggets on the side.
Based.
And I'm always like totally to the brim full by the time I'm done, like just the meal and some fries.
Yeah, though the thing with it is like I had the Filet-O-Fish and I was full.
Yeah.
But with it's kind of like within like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it does go away.
It's just like processed.
It's all done. Yeah, because there's like that much stuff your body needs from a McDonald's meal.
When the rest just turns directly into diarrhea.
Just immediate diarrhea. Yeah, the rest just turns into diarrhea and burps.
Yeah. But this is going to be a hot take too. The Big Mac, also quite good.
Really?
Have you heard about this, folks?
Big Mac's pretty good.
It's a secret menu item.
The Big Mac.
The Big Mac. Also quite nice.
We doing the haka at McDonald's until they stop telling me they're out of Rick and Morty sauce.
I gotta say, those New Zealanders kind of gotta chill on that, or get a new dance maybe.
Yeah,
because I feel like every like few months there'll be some like hack a news story, and everyone's like so powerful. It's
so
like,
cool.
It's like,
how many times are you gonna?
Do they just have the one dance?
Well, I was thinking the other day that gamers we need our own haka.
Yeah,
because as gamers, God, I can't. We're constantly faced with societal oppression.
That's so true.
Ridicule, legislative restriction, shame.
Yeah, I've heard the Senate is going after Gabe.
For what?
I think the ADL put out a report that there's racism on Steam.
On Steam?
Which is one of those things where, like, I don't...
It's like being like, there's racism on Xbox. What the f*** you mean on Steam?
They had some, like, chart of, like, racist stuff on Steam, but it's like, where do people, like, interact on Steam with each other?
Never.
Like, is this like in the user reviews?
There's racism on Steam.
And the number one thing was Pepe the Frog
on Steam.
Yeah, of like racist hate symbols, and like there's like a line graph.
Yeah,
and like the one that's like 75% of the way across is just Pepe the Frog. But yeah, but gamers are under assault.
Yeah, so if we had our own haka to kind of. If we could do our own little
jazz hands,
yeah.
Gamer jazz hands.
Well, because I don't
like
think
how autistic people do.
Yeah. Like Tim Waltz's son.
Stop bothering Gabe.
Leave him alone.
I mean, obviously, Gabe will not respond, do nothing, and win.
Yeah,
as per usual.
Very classic. That's one of his favorite moves.
He really is maybe the best of all time in terms of like winning by doing nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lesson there.
Build Steam. Done. You won.
Make Half-Life 2. Put out the orange box.
Yeah.
Have that be the world's greatest loss leader.
Yeah.
Create Steam. Never do anything else.
And chill.
In the last 20 years, nothing.
Chill really hard forever. Pay like 3 guys to make hats for Team Fortress and hang out.
Well, I mean, that's even their thing. One of the greatest moves that Valve ever did was figuring out how to like monetize your audience doing stuff while you do nothing.
Yeah, the Steam Workshop.
Yeah, like the Steam Workshop and all those like people who learn Blender to make like Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike like knives and shit.
Yeah.
It's not like Valve is doing anything.
Also,
they're just taking their little cut.
How many of Valve's games also were just mods of Half-Life? Like Counter-Strike, I think, was a Half-Life mod.
A bunch.
A bunch. So they
well, and like early Steam was just like their games and like games built in Source.
Yeah.
And even like Dota.
Yeah.
That was a Warcraft 3 mod.
Yes.
That again, he did nothing.
He chilled. He said, "Buy that."
Yeah. Oh, they probably didn't even buy it. They're probably just like, "Okay, you can do that on our platform."
Yeah, that's sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the kid. But I think if gamers had their own haka, because all fucking day it's gamers. There's black people in my games. There's women in my games. There's, God forbid, brown women in my games.
Oh my God. Oh God.
God. Oh. Like if we had our own haka, I think Asmongold could finally get some damn sleep.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to put so much on his
narrow
shoulders.
He wouldn't have to be sitting there like a lone space marine on the front lines, just all day.
Get these women out of here!
Another brown woman!
Could you imagine a million gamer march on Washington, D.C.?
Doing the gaming haka?
The gaming haka at the Capitol?
Yeah. How powerful that would be.
God, could you imagine a million gamers?
We are billions. Billions of chuds at the Capitol.
Huge procession of like rascal scooter.
And guys in like troll face t-shirts.
Yeah, guys with the double carpal tunnel braces.
Literally the South Park meme. I think because I can't think of guys who are under more constant attack than gamers.
Well, no, I think we've clearly established that gamers are the most oppressed minority
by miles.
I mean, could you imagine you're a sensitive young man, you log into a video game just to get 30 minutes of peace and quiet,
mm-hmm.
and what do you see?
Women.
A woman.
It's literally like the same thing as like the native chief shedding the single tear over like you logging in, and he turns around in fucking Diablo 4, and he walks into a room and there's a woman and it's just one tear. I don't know what's become of my holy land.
I used to know this place.
Me and my people used to prosper here. What's happened?
Yeah, the gamers hacka.
Yeah. So guys, post in the comments your suggestions for moves to be included in the gamers haka.
Do the Maori have any other dances? I feel like that's the one I always hear about.
As far as I'm aware, their whole swag is like tattoos that begin at the bottom of your bottom lip and end at the top of your chin.
A little like sort of soul patch tattoo.
Yeah, like a little Fred Durst tribal tattoo.
I should get like a goatee tattooed on.
That would be cool. White guys with Maori tattoos.
But like a little Maori like goatee.
Yeah. I'll get a Maori rat tail down my neck.
Yeah.
We should go bald and get Maori tattooed cornrows.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You think they'd be mad about that?
The Maori?
Yeah.
What are they going to do about it? Do a haka?
Do a dance about it?
Do a little dance like 10,000 miles away?
Yeah. Go
That'd
ahead.
actually be sick if we got... That'd probably blow us up.
Yeah.
If we had the Maori doing a haka against us.
What are you going to do? I think the other problem... The two videos...
dance at me?
The other two videos I've seen of the haka recently, like there was I think there were military officers in that one video that went big.
Don't have seen that one. I know they've done it in relation to like rugby a few times.
Oh, I think they do it constantly in rugby.
Yeah.
And there was the one that blew up recently of their like parliament.
Right.
Where they all walked out and tore up the bill.
I gotta give that chick some credit though. That was a good tear.
Good tear. Yeah, it didn't
like straight
didn't curve
narrow
off.
down the middle.
Yeah.
Like pretty good tear.
Good tear. That's about all I can say in terms of positives for that move.
Yeah.
I would say otherwise.
Having a dance that you do when you're angry, like...
It is kind of...
In some ways, it's cool, for sure.
Yeah.
In another way, it's kind of the type of thing that, like, a 4-year-old might have. Their angry
this
dance.
This is my angry dance. You don't want to see me when I do my angry dance.
You know?
Well, okay.
It's like,
all right.
Cool.
Like, I just was laughing thinking about the, like... I'm about to say a slur here. The white people in the room.
White.
Well, the Maori are like. Can you imagine being in Parliament and then they're just, you just have to sit there like.
They should come up with their own dance.
Yeah. All of Maori, like this New Zealand Parliament is just everybody just.
Yeah, like the Maori parties doing their haka. Some white guy starts doing breakdancing or doing the robot or whatever.
It looks like Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote. It's Lin-Manuel Miranda's New Zealand Parliament.
Yeah, everything is just done in like Hamilton style rap. Like, we gotta sign the bill, and we will sign the bill.
Sign the bill so we can stop getting killed. And they're all wearing backwards hats.
Yeah, giant pants and backwards hats. Like 75-year-old white guy.
Yeah, what was Lin-Manuel Miranda's latest one? That was it was like the Bronx or something. Did you ever hear about that one? It was some neighborhood in New York that was full of like
he had a one since Hamilton.
Yeah,
it was like, I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, I know. He had one since Hamilton that was some like neighborhood in New York that nobody knows this, but it's the only people who live there are gay black guys and Latin women. It's a blast.
Wait,
there.
Was he Tick Tick Boom? Was that him?
Yes, he was Tick Tick Boom.
Tick Tick Boom mentioned.
Tick Tick. Yo,
mark it on the charts, boys. Tick Tick Boom mentioned.
Oh, guys, it's another pod where they glaze Tick Tick Boom.
I know there's at least 4 or 5 guys doing Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom.
That was one of the craziest. Dude, I probably laughed for a week straight when that movie was announced.
Tick Tick Boom.
Tick Boom.
Because that was the one about the guy who wrote like Rent or something, right?
I think so.
And then died of AIDS.
Why?
He left that painting, you know.
Oh.
And the boom was AIDS. About to hit the Broadway community.
The media literate will get that in the title of the film Tick Tick Boom, the boom actually refers to dying of AIDS.
If you pick up my chords, I swear to God.
Babyman.
Rude little baby man.
Tick Tick Boom is...
Tick Tick Boom.
is maybe the funniest movie title of all time. Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard much from Lin-Manuel recently, which is sad because he's a real
I think
talent.
I believe his latest work was the entire Kamala Harris campaign.
Oh, he was behind that?
I think he did most of that.
I know he had that sick rap for Hillary.
Did he have a rap for Hillary?
You never saw that? Tim Kaine in the Membrane?
No way.
Tim Kaine in the Membrane.
We gotta kidnap that guy or something.
He needs to be stopped.
He really needs to be stopped. It is so brutal that the talk rap.
Yeah,
it's literally the
are you futzing with my chords right now?
Well, this is the.
Do you need to go into the mirror?
The Rizzler cat.
The Rizzler.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel. Also, just be one name or two.
Yeah.
Just be Lin-Manuel or Lin Miranda.
Lin-Manuel. I guess that's his first name. It's crazy being a guy with 3 names and 2 of them are girls' names.
And shockingly, you turned out to be making musicals about guys with AIDS.
And the other one is a Mexican name. What's the deal?
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Sounds like a Mexican polycule.
Hey. I'm seriously, you're going to go into the mirror,
You're about to go to the crystals, buddy. Comment yes or no if you want the cat to enter the crystals right now.
I think he's got to go to the crystals.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, brother. You have to go to the crystals. It's crystals time for you, young Rizzler. Please excuse us as we banish this hardy and svelte Rizzler to the crystals. Oh, and we're going to light some ceremonial incense, gentlemen. And during this moment, I'd like to thank you guys for showing up to the gaming streams. Showing up to watch the Diablo 2 streams. They're very fun. We're going to do more of them. I think they're cool.
I know everybody likes when we do basic show prep after the show has already begun. He's escaped the crystals.
Oh my god. Nick Fuentes let him out. Okay. I had some good bits, I think. Oh yeah. Well, I was laughing about this was an old bit. This is a bit from the stream, but I was laughing at all the cube discourse we were up to. Our
famous cube discourse. It's a cube. You can put your head in.
I was laughing a lot at the Kitchen Nightmares cube sketch.
I don't know who I apologize. I forget who it was, but whoever commented the cube you can put your head in.
Yeah, man.
Very funny.
A cube that you can put your head in. I just couldn't stop laughing at Gordon Ramsay being like, and now we're here at a nice family restaurant in Berkshire, England that promises to have a cube you can really put your head inside. And then he goes in and he's like, decor could need an upgrade. It's a little ugly. Okay. And he has a seat and then the waitress comes by and she's like, hey, Gordon, thanks for coming. And he's like, well, I have to have the cube.
I've heard so much about the cube.
I'll try the cube. Is it fresh or frozen? And she goes like this. She's like, well, it's fresh.
Okay,
okay. All right. It is. It's crystal time for the cat, dude. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry. This. Oh no. What, do you guys with this angle? Damn, I just heard him get banished to the crystals. Holy. Okay. You should put in an explosion sound effect when the camera falls over. Are we? Is the camera busted? Uh-oh. Yeah. I think it's funny that there is a recorded camera falling over.
I don't know why it stalled out like that. But
I'm gonna unplug or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's working now though.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
We are so back.
We're so back.
And don't worry, guys. The cat is in the crystals.
He is fine in the crystals.
And he will be staying there.
For the foreseeable future.
I would say 3-4 eternities.
3-4 millennia, probably.
Yeah.
Many lifetimes. That cat, that fat little Rizzler cat, many lifetimes in the crystals. He disrupted my favorite podcast. You can't do that. He's disrupting the podcast.
You can't do that.
He walks in and out.
Somebody stop him.
Trump watching the show. He's walking in and out of the frame, disrupting.
Somebody get that cat out of there.
Look at him. He's chewing on cables. Like Trump at bedtime. Just unwinding with our pod.
Yeah, watching it on his iPad.
Talking to with Millennia. Hey, look at this cat. Someone needs to put him in the crystal. What is he doing?
What's he doing? The camera fell over.
You can't do that. I mean, it's so rude.
It's so... It was very rude. I apologize for the rudeness everyone had to experience
rude
there.
Baby.
Rude baby man.
We were in the middle of a great bit too. The Gordon Ramsey Cube bit.
Yes, sorry, I'm
the
all
bit that I've like been obsessed with is like, so he like sits down and he's like, "Can I try the cube?" And they're like,
"I'm here for the cube.
Is it fresh or is it frozen?" And she's like, "Well,
it's fresh frozen."
And he goes, "What the f*** does that mean?" And she's like,
"Fresh frozen."
"What do you mean by that?" And she's like, "Well, we get it fresh, but then we have to freeze it to store it, so it's f***ing frozen." And then,
why did you just say that?
Why don't you just say it's f***ing frozen? And then he like waits and he's like, "I mean, it's all over the signage, so I'm very excited to see this cube. It's all over the branding. It has to be good." And then the cube comes out, and then he takes one bite, and he's like, "Waitress, come here for a second. Can you bring the chef out, actually? Can you bring the cook, please? I'd like to speak to him." And then the cook comes out, and he's like, "What do you think, Gordon?" And he's like, "You call this f***ing cube?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, it's cube." And he's like, "It's f***ing round, you idiot. That's a f***ing sphere.
It's a ball.
That's a f***ing orb. It's f***ing round.
It's a triangle. I hate that.
I've eaten this. Are you trying to f***ing kill me? Are you trying to kill me? It's f***ing round. It's a ball."
I specifically said I'm allergic to balls. To break out hives.
"I can't f***ing believe this is called a cube house and you're serving f***ing ball. You should be ashamed of yourself." And then the chef's like, "Well, we're actually, it's, you know, I really think it's good." And he's, "You should be f***ing ashamed. You're lying to these people." And then there's a restaurant full of people eating ball. And he's like, "Attention, everyone. I would like you to know that you are not being served cube. That is ball."
Throughout the audience, you're like,
they're like, "Oh my God, it is round." Actually, they call it cube. It's f***ing rectangle.
He's got a little tape measure.
4 of these sides are much longer than the 2
it's
end feet.
It's clearly a rectangle.
Take it f***ing serious, man. I'm trying to help you.
Just going into the walk-in freezer, and it's all like pyramids and shit.
It's all like ovals. Yeah. Oh my f***ing God. How old are these? How old are these?
I hate that. Yeah.
I wouldn't even put my f***ing finger in there, let alone my f***ing head.
It's a startling and disturbing vision of the future.
Yeah, it's like that cymbal roll. It's like,
yeah.
Can Gordon survive this kitchen?
Yeah, in the future we'll all be eating shapes.
Yeah.
On Mars.
I can't f***ing believe you sold me cube and served me f***ing sphere.
In some Martian moon base with some awful Elon Musk meme name. We'll be eating cube.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating.
What's Elon gonna call the Mars base?
He's gonna call it like Rizzler HQ or something.
It probably won't even be something.
That's probably honestly.
What's the oldest, stalest meme? It'll be like foul bachelor frog base or
he's
Velociraptor base.
He's gonna call it Bad Luck Brian HQ.
Yeah, or like Charlie ate my finger HQ or something like that.
Yeah, speaking of old memes, you know what I rewatched the other day that's so fucking still good?
What's that?
Did you ever see that Indian music video? I'm a very good bad boy.
Oh, Vinu Malesh?
Vinu Malesh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I am a very good bad boy.
God damn, is that good?
Yeah.
Hey, do you respect the rules? No. I am a bad boy. God damn.
It's been a minute since I've seen
It's
that
so
one, but
good.
it's incredible.
It's so good.
It's like, I am a heartbreaker. I am a rule taker. Or something like that.
Can he say Yeah, it's like I'm a harsh sayer.
in the studio, dude.
I like the girl, too. That's the girl in it is, hey.
Hey, what are you doing there? It's like,
I am break the rules.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And there's like the producer with like literally my hat on his head.
Sorry, what's that song called again?
Very good bad boy.
Very good bad boy. Yeah.
I'm a very good bad boy.
Bad boy.
And he always hits it like he's.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope he's doing good, man.
That one's a classic.
It's so funny.
Yeah, Vinu.
It was funny prior to the Indian invasion. It was like, oh man. It was the same way like Triple R was awesome pre the replacement.
Yeah.
Where you didn't know anything about Indian culture and you were like, oh man,
this rules.
This is sick. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, oh, the guy at the gas station down the street or whatever, like the one coworker I have, like, damn, this is what you guys are up to in your home country? Swag, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I actually wish Indian people in India all the very best.
Yes.
And, I mean, it's really more of like a macro issue than specific people, I think.
Yes.
That, I mean, I don't really know how to make it funny, but I think here it's just that we have like a unproductive economy.
Yeah.
But we're accustomed to an American standard of living.
Yes.
So, like, the way that they're kind of like juking the system is just by spamming millions of Indians in every year.
Control V.
Yeah, Control V. And to like maintain our fake economy.
Yeah.
Based on like house prices.
Yeah.
So it's not even really their like fault, but it's still like a problem.
Yeah, it's not their fault. No. Because obviously, if I was living in Pakistan and then they were like, "Hey, do you want to come to Canada?" I'd be like, yeah, "Obviously."
I honestly feel a lot of them are being duped.
Probably.
Frankly,
yeah,
they're probably expecting something.
They're probably not
different.
being told, "Hey, do you mind sharing a house with like 30 guys?"
Yeah, and also it's going to be like cold as fuck, and there's going to be like increasing resentment against you.
Yeah, it's going to be Arctic cold, and also you're going to have to work like Uber Eats shifts out of one car.
Yeah, and you're going to be like renting a cupboard in a bathroom.
Yeah, you're renting a tub.
Yeah.
That you have to share with a day shift guy who sleeps in the tub while you're at work on nights.
Yeah. But, yeah, is what it is.
Is what it is. It is what it is.
It's a fucking rectangle!
It's clearly got fucking 4 faces that are longer than the other 2. Are you fucking serious, man? I'm trying to help you here, but you're not being fucking honest.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing at that. And then like the Guy Fieri side of it, where he's like cruising up and he's like, I'm here in Cincinnati. We're there at Papa Joe's Cube, where he promises he's serving up the best cubes that you can really put your head inside.
Clearly a giant cylinder, and he's like, yum!
Oh my God, he puts his head in it, and he's like, wow.
Now that's a cube.
You can really fit your head in this cube. He's wearing a big cylinder on his head, and he's like, oh my God, you can really fit your head in this cube. Yeah, it's the bomb.com.
Fieri always comes out on top.
No matter what.
He's really kind of the Gabe Newell of the food review.
Do the one thing you're good at doing.
Yeah.
Which is, for him, literally eating food.
Yeah.
And enjoying it.
Eating like a burger.
And liking it.
That's just had, like, it's some burger, and they make the burger, and then they take the grease out of the deep fryer and just pour a ladle full on top of it. And he's like, oh
yum. My God. I've never heard of anyone doing this. Oh wow! And he just hogs on it, and then it just, and then the big fat chef is sweating right behind him, and he's like, "You like it, guy?" And he's like, "Oh my God!" He's wearing 9 rings and 2 watches.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And then he goes back to his dog, the bounty hunter's wife, ass wife, who's named Girl Fieri.
They both have cubes on their fucking head.
Yeah.
That's real good cube.
That's real good. Yeah.
Yeah. I just could not stop. I just was thinking about the moment of like Gordon being like, "It's fucking round, you idiot! It's fucking round, isn't it?
It's round."
Yeah, he's got like a protractor and all sorts of like angle finders on a sphere to prove that it's not a cube.
Yeah,
that is basically what the show boils down to, though.
Gordon Ramsay's thing.
Yeah, it's him being like, "You said it's going to be X, and it's fucking Y."
Yeah, I had a period several years ago where I watched through like basically every episode of every Gordon Ramsay show. And like there's just like so many. At a certain point it's just like, all right, he's gonna make the menu smaller.
Yeah.
They're gonna make their own mozzarella.
Yeah.
And that's like basically it.
Yes.
That's like kind of always his advice.
Yeah.
Is you have a menu with like 5 things, one of which includes homemade mozzarella.
Yeah. And you like fix the decor a bit.
Yeah, and you like you know,
take like the pictures of the owner like off the wall.
Yeah, and you take moldy shit out of your fridge.
You don't have that in the fridge.
Yeah, you don't have moldy shit in your fridge.
Basically, you don't be like a hoarder.
Yeah.
And you take the garbage out of the restaurant.
Yeah, you do like the bare minimum
and also
restaurant hygiene.
You come to terms with the death of your parents.
Yes.
You've learned to process the death of your
that's been lingering, yes. You need to
usually has. Yeah. I feel like 2 out of 3 episodes it's some guy who's like parents owned the restaurant and then died.
Yeah. I mean, I think my all-time fave is still the guy who used his bed and breakfast as an excuse to do his Sherlock Holmes plays.
Yeah. That one is so good. That one is so good.
What's crazy is in the British ones, he's so much nicer.
Yes.
I think maybe by the time he was doing the American ones, he kind of realized what people are tuning in for.
Yeah.
And that's him yelling at retarded people.
Retarded, like broken people. Yeah. Like a lot of the like hotel ones are like hoarders living in like a bus on the lot of the hotel.
Yeah. Well, that is a thing that happens. A lot of people will buy like hotels or like campgrounds or something under the impression that it's going to be some like
free money
chill thing where you're just like on vacation all year round.
Yeah.
And then it just like totally doesn't work and you make no money.
And then you're
just ruins your life.
You employ 2 people who you abuse.
Yeah.
Totally go insane around.
Many such cases.
Many such cases.
Yeah, you could buy some campground at a lake, but turns out you can't like swim in the lake.
Yeah. And also like it's hard as to upkeep like lakeside property.
And like you think there's not going to be any expenses.
And then there's a crack in the foundation.
Yeah, the whole campground.
Oh
it's
my
gonna
God.
cost $5 million, and you turn over $30,000 a year in like operating revenue.
Yeah, man, that's most of them.
And you would literally make more money as a manager at McDonald's.
As a manager of a fucking Marriott,
yeah,
you'd make more than owning your own usually.
Yeah,
because you don't have the taste for like a very expensive like 5-star hotel experience. Your taste is bad.
Yeah,
you've got like Barry Manilow playing on the 24/7 or something crazy.
Barry Manilow. Let me check my notes. I know I made some notes, but then I got sick, and I feel like I got like Men in Black, like memory flashed. So I can't remember what I was thinking for most of them.
I also had there was one more Gordon Ramsay bit where it's Gordon Ramsay and like he goes to like Africa to do like kitchen nightmares. He's at like he's like in a mud hut.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I'll just try the chef special. Bring me whatever you like. And then this like African guy comes back and he's like, this is a monkey head with spider webs on it. And Gordon's like, excellent. Perfect. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. Can I speak to the chef? And then it's just like some huge round African guy. That was excellent. I know. It is a monkey head with spider webs on it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he's always very respectful of ethnic slop. But it would be fun, if he goes there and he gets like the table and it's just like 5 different colors of slop with no like cutlery or whatever.
Blue bugs.
And he's just like, where's the forks?
Where's the
Where's the spoons?
I can't eat this blue spider with my hands.
With my fingers?
Yes, you can.
You can eat the spider.
Just eat the spider. Like, I want to take like Ramsey to like Bourdain locations. You know?
Well, he's done a bit of that.
Has he?
I mean, not quite. Like, I feel like Anthony Bourdain would go, and he'd go to like Thailand.
Yeah.
And he would eat some like slop that was being like cooked in a hubcap.
Yeah.
And be like, this is so much better
Oh
than
my God.
any 3-star Michelin restaurant.
Wow.
This is real life.
Yeah.
Eating some like Vietnamese slop that's been cooked with like cooking oil or
like
whatever.
A snake
like,
on a spit.
Yeah, or not cooking oil, engine oil.
Yeah.
In a hubcap, you know?
WD-40.
And he's like, this is the best food I've ever eaten.
Oh my God.
And then he goes and jerks off with a belt around his neck.
I actually just saw this on Twitter. Someone posted like the last like text conversation he had.
I've seen. Yeah, we're just like, stop busting my balls.
Okay.
He says, okay. And then he goes and kills himself. God, what an L. Common Bourdain L.
Jesus Christ, man.
But I feel like when Gordon goes to Parts Unknown,
yeah, he'll
go to like Hawaii or whatever,
yeah,
and like show them a better way to cook their own food.
Yeah. He's always schooling people. I've seen him do that to like ethnic restaurants, like on like Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah,
where they do like Indian food, and he's like, "This is fucking gross."
Yeah,
don't do this.
But I know he's gone around and done that, where he'll like go to foreign places, but show them how they're supposed to cook their food.
I think he's got like autism or something.
Gordon?
Yeah. There's just a bunch of shit he does, like out of like, you can tell it's clearly out of like spite and or principle on the show.
Yeah.
Where like he'll run the black light over the hotel bed, and it'll just glow like a fucking Fed, and then he'll be like, oh, I guess I got to get my sleeping bag out of the car, and then he'll sleep on his sleeping bag on the fucking bed, and it's like, okay, man.
My read on him is that he's just a master showman.
And
and he just knows what's entertaining.
Yeah.
And that him with his sleeping bag on the cum bed is just like good TV.
It's good TV.
Like that's my read on him. I think he just knows what's like entertaining in the cooking show space.
Probably true.
And that's why I think over time he got like more aggressive on the show.
Yeah.
So I think that's just like where it's at its best.
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
him yelling at donkeys.
Yeah. It's fucking round.
It's raw. It's round.
Uncooked, raw fucking sphere at a fucking cube house. I can't believe this.
I can't believe
you call yourself a fucking chef. Take that fucking hat off.
But yeah, what else is good in my notes here that I can remember?
It's a monkey head with spider webs on it.
Oh yeah, friend of the show Uncle Hack brought this to my attention on Twitter.
Oh yeah?
But apparently, like, the Canadian government has spent millions of dollars producing in-house podcasts.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, listeners will remember, a while ago I mentioned that there's, like, a whole world of, like, corporate podcasts.
Yeah.
Where some, like, unbelievably uncharismatic, uninteresting people are getting paid, like, 6 figures a year to make podcasts that nobody listens to.
Yeah.
And apparently here, there's a whole government grift on that. So yeah, there's some report that they spent like $2 million in a year on like government podcasts, and I was reading like the article. There was one I think like StatsCan puts out, and they spent $750,000 on it, and it has 200 subscribers.
We are winning.
Yeah,
we are winning. Oh my god!
But we do this shit for free.
StatsCan BTFO, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, that like somehow. And the crazy thing, like, I feel like the whole thing in the podcast is it's kind of like a zero overhead game.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really cost anything to produce.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, it came out that Pod Save America podcast, like, their crew went on strike. And it came out that they have, like, 40 employees.
40?
And it's like, for what?
Why? I'm the manager of the RSS feed?
yeah. I write the show descriptions. I make sure the RSS feed is good. Every day I log in and say, is RSS feed good? Yes.
Every day I make sure that it's paid. I log on. Yes,
but
you're paid.
They had like 30 employees go on strike.
Why?
You literally need nothing.
We have one, and his name is Vinesh, and he wears 40 hats. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Vinesh wears.
But like I literally don't know how you could spend $750,000 on a podcast.
Well, they probably went like union film set rates to build a set. So there's probably like 50.
Yeah, it's probably audio only still.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even...
I mean, it's just people filling their pockets, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, like staffing expenses and stuff.
I'm actually cheesed that we didn't get even one single phone call. Hey, Stats Canada. Hey, you guys, you're the number one Canadian stats noticing podcast.
Yeah, certain stats.
You guys love noticing stats.
But we really missed out by not podding during COVID.
Yeah.
Because that's where everyone was getting like 30 grand like COVID loans for their small businesses and shit.
Yeah, that I would never pay back.
Damn, we missed out on that.
Yeah. My small business. My podcast. People were literally doing that. Oh, yeah.
Especially, I assume here too, but I know in the States for sure.
Those PPP loans?
Yeah. And there were a bunch of podcasts that claimed them, even though it's like the thing where like you can do it from home. By yourself, and it costs nothing.
There's no overhead. Yeah. I can't believe.
But yeah, there's the one that was $750,000, then another like more than $1 million they spent producing government podcasts.
$1 million on
that are all like getting like dozens of listens.
Are they on YouTube?
The one like the Stats Can one, I don't think it had video. I found it on like Spotify. And
I wanted to send some soldiers to the comments.
But I mean, I guess we spend like that one. It was called like A Sayers, like EH. Like the Canadian A. It was called like A Sayers or A like Speakers or something like that. If you look up Stats Can podcast 750K, you'll find it.
Oh my!
It was one of those like I wanted to research it for the show, but just like looking at its Spotify page, my eyes glazed over.
Yeah, you got the like. Okay, all right.
But I mean, I guess we do spend like more than $1 billion a year on the CBC, and it's also got like a viewership in the dozens.
Well, it's different because the CBC makes bangers. Kim's Convenience. This hour is 22 minutes.
Classics.
That's it.
I think like CBC, the French radio station that they maintain.
That one about the black detective in Victorian England. The one about the black athlete in Victorian England.
Black Anne of Green Gables. It's called Black of Green Gables.
It's called Green is the New Black.
Show idea. Black of the Green Gables. Here's my pitch. It's called Black of Green Gables. What if a real Chicago thug dropped into...
What if an oiled up, dangerous, greasy, buff thug who was sexy with sweatpants on was actually Anne of Green Gables?
He dropped into early 20th century Prince Edward Island.
And he's oiled up and muscular and twerking.
He's got a gun. Matthew and Marilla aren't so tough since Tyrone moved in.
What about we're gonna do Kim's Convenience with a black family? How's that sound?
It's gonna be called Black's Convenience.
What about, I have a new show, Trailer Park Black Guys.
Trailer Park Blacks.
Yeah. Oh my God. We spend $1 billion a year on the CBC.
More than that, yeah.
Good.
It's like 1 point something.
Good.
Yeah. So we can produce all those
banger shows.
Even though every show that you just listed is more than 10 years old, but
yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, literally nobody knows what's on the CBC now.
Nobody has any idea.
There's not even a way to check.
How would you ever figure out what is on the CBC?
Go on. It's literally just Black of Green Gables and Trailer Park Blacks.
They have like other they get like British and American stuff.
I mean, I know when I was a kid they used to have The Simpsons.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
When I was a kid, I could come home from school, and by the time I went to bed, I could watch The Simpsons like 6 or 7 times
on the CBC
across a bunch of channels.
Damn.
They had 2 episodes back to back, and then there were like other channels would have them throughout the evening.
Holy shit.
So yeah, you could watch a lot of Simpsons as a young soy-lennial Canadian.
You get a lot of Simpsons time.
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of quality Simpsons time.
Speaking of quality Canadian television, actually, this is me and Brandon's new obsession.
Mm-hmm.
It's this old show. It's on Tubi.
Okay.
That's an American network too, I think. You can get Tubi in America.
I mean, it's like a website, so probably.
I think you can get Tubi wherever.
Yeah.
It's a Canadian show called You Are Under Arrest.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned this one.
Oh my God, man. It's better than Cops.
Really?
It's better than Cops, dude. It's
so
like...
I know you said, is it still running, or it's
no.
like an older thing?
I think it started in 96 and ended in like 09.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. And mad episodes are filmed in Edmonton.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tons. So half the fun is watching it being like, oh, I live right there. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Or being like, oh, shit. Because the episode we watched last night, there was... Also, like the cops, it's not like American cops where they got like wraparound shades and they're like, yeah, we're going to, there's black people outside a business or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's Canadian cops, so they're like, and in the 90s, so they're just like, yeah, well, we got a domestic, it's 3 a.m., so we're going to go check that out.
We'll go see how that's going.
And then they walk out and they're like, hey, what's going on here? And they're like, I'm going to fucking kill you. All right, well, let's cool off a little bit.
Whoa
there, buddy, we're a little fired up. Let's relax. How about that? So half the fun is these like Fargo-ass 90s Canadian cops just like, oh, well, let's settle down there, big guy.
Yeah.
And then the other half is how crazy the shit is. The one we watched last night, this is fucking great. And it was like uncensored on Tubi.
Nice.
Beyond the guy's face.
Yeah.
So it's a cops responding to a call. Beautiful Sunday morning in the summer in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's like, well, we got a call that there's a homeless guy on a construction site seems to be mutilating himself in some way.
Oh.
So we're gonna go respond to that and check in on what's going on there.
Yeah.
He gets to the site. Homeless guy's laying on his back, pants around his ankles, blood everywhere.
Ooh.
He had cut one of his balls off
Whoa.
with a soup can lid
Whoa.
on a construction site, and it's all uncensored. And so the cops show up and they're like, whoa, what's going on here?
What's going on here, fella?
They're like, whoa, because it's like the craziest thing you could watch. They're like, what the heck's going on here? And then
that homeless guy was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, man. And his ball was on the ground, and they cut in B-roll footage of a cop poking it with a stick. One of the cops, while the guy's on the ground, is like, yeah, that's his ball right there. There's a nut. And they're interviewing them after, and all the cops are trying not to smile. They're just like, yeah, I don't know why he did that.
I'll have what he's having.
Like, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm not sure really what would prompt a guy to do something like that. But
where in Edmonton was it?
Mill Woods. Yeah, man. And it was just like, me and Brandon were watching it, and we're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Damn.
Totally uncensored.
So you got to see some homeless guy D.
Yeah, ball on the ground.
Ball on the ground.
And he cut it off with a soup can lid.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
Especially for them. Like, I wonder what he was
probably
doing.
like 2003, 2002.
Yeah.
That was like season 4.
I think of like old-timey homeless guys as, the charming old bindle, stick bag on a bindle kind of guys.
Well, this was the era.
Riding the trains.
I guess like that era, like early 2000s, was when they started coming out with like, I think that's when that style of homeless guy started disappearing.
Honestly, I barely remember seeing homeless people as a kid.
Yeah.
Maybe I just had blinders on.
I didn't see a ton of them, not the way I do now.
But now it's like you go downtown and you're like,
yeah.
That's
everywhere.
all you see.
Yeah. There's another good episode where they break up like a fight in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And because they arrest a guy and they find a gun on him or whatever, and his friend is like the gayest coded guy I've ever. He's just like, what's going on here? And
this is one of the cops?
No, one of the guys getting arrested's friend.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like fucking with the cops, and the cops are like, dude, get back. Like, we're trying to arrest this guy. And he keeps coming in. So they're like, all right, man, we're going to arrest you. And they grab him and push him against the car. And the camera zooms in on his face. And he's like, well, what the heck? What the heck is going on here?
Sorry, what was the name of the show?
It's called You Are Under Arrest.
You Are Under Arrest.
It is. It's so good.
Sounds great.
It's not like everything, every episode, there's no misses on like every little interaction they go to.
Oh, okay.
They're all bangers.
So I used to love Cops.
I'm going to say it, this is better.
Damn.
It's so because it's just way funnier. Like Brandon and I, we watch it like every night now. We just laugh our fucking ass because it's like, well, like seeing a homeless guy with his ball sack cut open and he's just on the ground. Oh my goodness, what's going on?
Friendly Canadian cops.
Yeah, what the heck are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, back in the simpler times.
Yeah, and it's
what's going on here, fella?
Whoa, I don't know what would make a guy want to do something like that, but well, he's in the hospital now, so he's all right.
And I guess here, because like Cops was famously full of drunk, shirtless guys.
Yeah,
I guess our version would be some form of native.
Pretty good amount of natives, but also a lot of like white guys in Canadian tuxedos getting DUIs.
Hell yeah.
and like trying to fist fight. A lot of the episodes are drunk white guys who like roll to their car and then are getting like they're upside down in their truck, and the cops are like, have you had anything to drink tonight, dude? And they're like, shut off, get out of the car, I'll beat your fucking ass. There was one guy they arrested named Bruce, and he was like literally looked like fucking Brad Pitt's character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
They come up and he's in his pickup truck wrapped around a tree, and they're like, do you want to get out of the car? And he's like, no. And they're like, come on out of the car, buddy. And he's like, no. And he gets out, and they're like, what's your name? And he's like, Donald fucking Duck. What's it to you? It's just we used to be a proper country, man.
Yeah.
We used to, where a DUI meant, oh, you totaled your car around a tree.
Well, now we don't have any of those kind of shows left.
No, we have body cam footage.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
For the most part, yeah.
It's not even cool.
No.
Body cam footage stinks.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything that great I've seen on body cam footage.
Every episode of You Are Under Arrest is a mega banger.
Damn.
There was a huge line brawl at an Indian wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. All these cops had to. Also, the like, people forget that like diversity has always been a thing. Like mad at the episodes is like Chinese cops, black women cops. Yeah. It's all over the place.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone just pretends like everything ever was only white guys for the last million years until the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Finally. Peg-legged women in niqabs can be the protagonist of a show.
Yeah, I mean that is the thing. It's easy to forget, particularly for Chinese people.
Yeah.
How long they've been here for.
Yeah.
In pretty big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they might have changed the name, but we used to have like Chinaman's Pass.
Where in town?
No, it was in BC somewhere.
Oh. And
it was like a pass
that Chinese people would go through?
That they made.
Cool.
They're the main workers for it. It's like a mountain pass.
Swag.
So it was called Chinaman's Pass. I think they changed the name on that. But
that's cool.
Yeah, like even in like old West times, like the West Coast had a bunch of Chinese people.
Yeah. But people forget. But the Indian wedding one was fucking awesome, because this was back when like a lot of Indian guys were trying to be black people.
Oh, okay.
If you recall that era.
Sure, yeah.
There's a number of Indian arrests on the show where they're wearing like a Oakland Raiders jersey and like a backwards snapback. And
sorry, which type of Indian are you referring to?
East Indian.
East Indian.
Yeah. I forgot this was an era, but I do have childhood memories of like this was a thing.
The Indian wigger.
Indian guys would have like a goatee. And they'd have like a goatee and like a fade, and they'd wear like a Raiders jersey and like a backwards snapback.
Yeah.
One Indian guy tried to like haggle with the cop about his DUI. He's like, but why do you? And he's wearing a Raiders jersey, and he's like thugged out. He looks like he's wearing wigger drip on an Indian, and he's like, but you don't have to take my car, dude. I'm just having a couple of drinks. I was going to get some propane, and they're like, we have to take.
Literally me when I get pulled over, dude. What are you doing?
Dude, you don't need to take it, dude. I'll call a cab, and then you leave my car. I come in the morning, dude.
Yeah.
But I can't recommend this show enough. It's so funny. You Are Under Arrest for a nice taste of Canadian television. I can't believe they took this from us.
Oh, what else I got here? Oh yeah, the Libtard cruise. You seen this?
Oh, the cruise for the duration of Trump's presidency?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, we should get in on that.
I think we should have Chrome Boys at Sea.
Yeah.
We do a live pod every night.
When the Patreon hits $200 a month, we will buy a cruise ship.
We'll finance a cruise ship for $200.
Sail it to international waters.
Do Chrome Boys at Sea.
Yeah, our sea that we'll call it the Sea Org. Only our most loyal patrons will be allowed to sign the contract to serve us for 10 million years.
Yeah, I think we should do Chrome Boys at Sea. That's like something that kind of I think has died off. Well, like
what, doing things at sea,
having an experience at sea, like a musical act at sea.
I know 630 Ched they have like promotion they do I think every year where you get to like go on a cruise with Bob Stauffer, who for the uninitiated is like the top Edmonton sports radio guy.
Yeah.
who literally talks about the Oilers for about 5 hours a day every day. But yeah, you can like win a trip to go on a cruise with Bob Stauffer.
That's probably so chill.
And you gotta, if you're at home, look up Bob Stauffer. He's an extremely red, like no neck, kind of large gnome-ish guy. And I assume you go on the cruise and you just talk Oilers with him for a month.
Yeah. Will you drink?
Yeah.
Day drink and talk about the Edmonton Oilers.
Like you'll wake up and you sort of your eyes are opening and be like, yeah, I mean Zach Hyman puts in a lot of effort. It's genuinely like impressive.
Yeah.
The amount that I'm sure like every city has at least one, probably several, based on the size of these guys who can just talk infinitely
about the team,
about the local sports team.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if there's like news, or if anything's happened, like
they can just talk about
point
it.
a mic at Stauffer.
He'll talk Oilers.
He'll talk Oilers
until you pull it back.
Yeah, and he'll still be talking Oilers. Like,
dude, yeah. Well, I bet you there's a lot of guys like that.
I'm sure every city has their own variant of that.
Yeah.
I feel like every city should have their own like Rush Limbaugh type guy. Like just like a sort of old blowhard dude who just does that, but like not necessarily for the sports team.
Just a guy like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, right wing like Rush or whatever. No. Just some random loudmouth blowhard guy who can just talk infinitely.
A Rob Ford style guy.
Yeah. Like, that's what I want on the radio.
Yeah,
if we had that, just some, like, old windbag.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't have to listen to the alternative rock radio station in the mornings.
Yeah.
Which is, like, it's like, that one is just soy-ass millennials talking about, like, Dave Grohl.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
They were, like, listening to, like, a millennial talk about how let down they were that Dave Grohl cheated on his wife. It's like... Dude.
So they were actually let down by that?
They were like, I can't believe. And it's like, dude.
I don't think Dave Grohl could do anything to let me down.
No, dude. I was actually thinking about that on the way here. I fucking hate the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I mean, if it came out that Dave Grohl was some, like, Pizzagate child eater,
I'd be like,
it still wouldn't be, like, letting me down.
All right.
All right, well.
Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever.
Oh, no, I can never listen to Nirvana again.
And the Foo Fighters?
No. I couldn't name a single Foo Fighters song.
What's some...
A rock star cheated on his wife.
Yeah, what the heck?
In 2024.
What the freak?
Yeah.
Yeah, radio fucking stinks, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that we live in a whole ass city, but we don't have a single, like...
cool guy on the radio.
Windbag old guy who just talks 8 hours a day.
Man, I'll tell you the other thing, man. The other thing about that, like, we need, like, a Don Cherry guy.
Yeah.
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 And back when I was playing football, I used to put Pam cooking spray on your jersey. You'd be slippery as hell. And the other thing about the GMC Sierra, I bought one. I think it's ass. I can't fit nothing in there. The towing capacity, just brutal. And just let him go for 8 hours a day.
Oh, okay. This was one... I wrote this a while ago. But I think it was... Because in one of our previous episodes, you were kind of doing a bit with, like right-wing Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. I wrote down Jerry Sigfeld. Because I know everybody loved our Jerry Seinfeld, the Jewish Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But what if there was a Nazi Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah,
Jerry
Sig.
Sigfeld.
Ooh, Jerry Sigfeld. What would he talk? He'd be like, he'd be just doing like Roseanne shit, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, my friends, they just had a kid. They said, we're going to let it choose its gender.
The Jews are aborting babies and putting them in the vaccines.
They said they're going to let him choose its gender. I was like, if you let me choose my gender at 3, I would have become a fucking alien. I would have
been a dinosaur.
I would have got fucking green surgery and been green.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, speaking of being green, I can't. Basically, once a day for the last week, I've looked at pictures of the green girl from the Wicked movie.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And chuckled pretty hard.
The witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny to be like, I'm an actor, and then you're green.
Just green.
I was just laughing so hard at being like, yeah, I'm an actor, and you should like listen to me politically, and then you're green.
You're just green in the only movie you've ever been in.
You're green.
Green. God.
I can't stop. Like just being like, yeah, this movie's like really empowering and like really speaks. And you're green.
You're green. Yeah, I know. Us and all the boys were so hyped for Wicked. Wicked Watch 2024.
I just can't stop. It's like Matthew McConaughey being like in a new movie and he's fucking green.
He's just green.
He's in another season of True Detective, but he's green.
It's just the green man. Yeah.
It's so funny. She also looks crazy.
I mean, it kind of looks like they like CG'd her green. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but
I like to imagine she is really green.
Green. They just every morning they dip her in a vat of green.
They put out a casting call for a green guy. They're trying to find a green guy.
Yeah.
I just man, that's the best like example of like we need to treat these people like fucking furniture.
Yeah.
They're green, dude.
She's green for Pete's sake.
She's fucking green, dude. The lady makes her living being fucking green, dude.
Being green. She's green. You don't have to listen to some green some green ass bitch.
Some fucking I just don't I think it being covered in full body paint of like a weird color like that totally sucks out any credibility you'll ever have about anything.
Yeah. It's
like Tobias Funke being blue.
It would be funny if she gets in some other movie and she's also green in it.
That's what makes me laugh is like, that's just a green guy.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, oh my God, finally someone green for the role. And she only does movies where she's
green
characters. They put in a casting call like seeking one adult woman aged 25 to 35
in her
green.
In her next role, Green of Green Gables. It was just about all the hardships of being green in Prince Edward Island. I don't know if I want to adopt a green girl.
She's fucking green for crying out loud. It's a 41-year-old green woman. I've been laughing like endlessly at pictures of this green lady.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means I'm getting stupider. But goddamn, was it giving me a good show?
I don't know if I'm getting stupider or they're getting greener.
It's like I just love the idea that like Leonardo DiCaprio's like, we gotta protect the planet, we're ruining it. And you're like, oh, you see a poster, he's green. You're like, all right, well,
he's green. Yeah.
Never. What was that BLM video all the celebrities put out where they were like. I accept accountability, or I accept responsibility, and then they put it was a bunch of them, and they're green. I accept responsibility. Gal Gadot, she's green.
They're singing the Gal Gadot Imagine. They're all green. Imagine we were all green. Every one of us green.
Imagine there's only green people. That's like the best nutshell analogy for like how we should all feel about every celebrity. He's like, well, she's green.
Just picture them in your head green. One of these days, they're going to wake up green.
And they're going to try to tell you something. You have to remember that they're green, dude.
They're green.
They're a fucking green guy, man. I'm not going to listen to anything from a fucking green guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're green.
You're green. By the way, you're green.
Is no one going to address the fucking green guy in the room? There's a green person all over Times Square.
She's green, for Pete's sake.
She's fucking green.
Well, you want to wrap this one up?
Yes, I think so. Thanks for joining us, fellas. We're going to kick it to the Patreon now.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Never be green. Never be a goblin. Literally never. I think that's why it's so funny. It's because it's such a goblinoid trait. Being green? Being fucking green. Yeah. Never be green. Have a good day.